uh, cleaning in the house to do, and just other stuff before the wine tasting tonight, as I always go to a wine tasting at 4. Want to talk a little bit about stuff going on. First off, channel rules. We've seen a lot of trolling in the last few days, and I don't cotton to it. I don't like it. If you're a newbie and you're here just to cause trouble, I'll ban your ass. I'll flame you and then I'll ban your ass. Okay. Don't come here and do that. I'm not running this channel like other channels do. You don't get to do and say whatever the fuck you want. I believe in free speech, but I also believe in respecting the rules of the channel. Okay. You don't come after me. You don't come after my friends. I saw someone who's been a long time subscriber say something really shitty to Kamran, and I blame Tom Quixote and WDW Pro for that shit because they're jealous. They're wrong. They've been proven wrong now about what's been going on at Lucasfilm. And I think they've caused a lot of trouble for not only the channels they work for, but for the fan community. All right, it's time to stop being angry. You don't get to be that way here. All right, we're not racist, we're not sexist, we're not bigots. Okay, we don't do anything. This is about Star Wars, not about your feelings either. Okay, none of that. Tolerate none of that shit. What else is going on? Okay, so no fighting or bullying me or my subscribers or trolling. Okay, that's simple. All right. If you have a question, first off, watch the entire video. Second of all, remember, if you're asking a question, I probably answered it in the video. Okay. I don't like repeating myself. I'm a hard ass. Okay. I'm too busy for that shit. Thirdly, this is a different kind of channel. Okay. I don't do the angry shit. I read the news. I look at what people do, not what they say. I just had some idiot retard named Animal Halo who deleted his comment, by the way, I can't fucking find him. So I can't ban him. But the fucker will be back, I know it. Say something about, yeah, but we were told Kennedy was leaving. She is. She's already gone. Here's my problem with all this. If you have not worked in the corporate environment, if you have not sat in a cubicle or wherever watching C-suite, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I worked for Dick Armey, the House Majority Leader. I've had to work with Nancy Pelosi. I had to work with Tom DeLay. I had to work with all kinds of congressional leaders. It is no different than the C-suite at Disney, at Lucasfilm. Okay, so I know what's going on there, just instinctively. In corporate politics of an office on Capitol Hill. Doesn't matter if it's senatorial or House leadership. Okay, that's what's going on here. All right, so I know the maneuvering. Okay, and when I say it is not what they're saying, it's what they're doing that matters, that's what happens. Okay, you know, it's very difficult, I know, for people who've never had the opportunity to go or wanted to go and get jobs like that. You don't want to be an executive, fine. You don't want to be a congressional aide and, work for a leadership and then maybe go to lobbying or a think tank or, some big office in DC, fine. But do not come here on this channel and pull shit. Okay, I don't tolerate that crap. This isn't a Fifi's free-for-all like other channels. All right. This is a place where we discuss what we know publicly, what we've heard from insiders, and what we can deduce by behavior. Kathleen Kennedy dropped the price of her house in Malibu by another $2 million. Okay, and then, and this is just recently, then we get Mando, Grogu going to the movies. Well, Kennedy's still there. Yeah, they haven't announced anything yet. And if you're bitching about her being on the production list, let's go back and look at Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Who were producers that had nothing to do with the movie? Their names were Steven Spielberg and George Lucas. They get a credit by the Production Guild rules. So Bitchy McBitcherton gets a production credit by the rules. Okay, so don't bring that shit up to me. Don't. You know better. I told you what's going on. And we get Ahsoka season 2 being developed. Then we get Pablo Hidalgo and Matt Martin dramatically telling everybody that they're leaving Twitter X. It's just not fun anymore. Really? Now, Pablo's made those noises before, but Matt Martin is not. Okay. And those two were two of the biggest troublemakers at Lucasfilm. All right. Then we get Jason Ward saying that the Rey movie was probably dead. Rubber Band Man, this is what I'm talking about. People like you. You're not allowed here, so bye. There. That's how it happens. Okay? Not allowed to come here. Not allowed to say stupid shit. I'm done dealing with assholes like that. Look, the big channels are going to end up like CNN. Okay? Some are already bleeding subscribers. Why would I want refugees from that shit showing up here and, basically taking the energy out of the room so they can get their soapbox? You want to have a soapbox? Start your own channel. It's not difficult, okay? But you don't get to come here and take away the topic that we're talking about, okay? You don't, all right? So Jason Ward admits there's no Rey movie. All right? You don't think there's anything happening? What do you need? Me to write it all on fucking crayon? I haven't either the patience or the time to do that. What I think we're dealing with when it comes to fandom in general is Arrested Development. A lot of people just don't and they don't have the maturity to understand what's going on, and B, they don't have the emotional maturity to deal with shit. Okay, they can't read subtlety. Okay, they can't read subtext. All right. I told you the Production Guild rules. And there was a rumor out there last year that Kennedy wanted, 4 producer credits before she left? It's all right. Hey, Jacob, how you doing, man? Well, I'm sick of it. Jacob, I'm absolutely up to here with it, okay? We get a bunch of newbies here. If you want to be here, cool. But don't bring your crap from the usual suspects and think I'm going to tolerate it. They hate me, and the reason why they hate me is because, first off, I don't care what they think, all right? I haven't cared what people think in decades. Second of all, they're wrong, okay? Look, when you've got people who have never worked in an executive office. Well, look, Ben, the reason why they're doing it is simple money making, okay? A channel owner I know doesn't care as long as he makes money. I'm like, there's a reason why Tucker Carlson is now taking the thunder away from Fox News, okay? The advertisers got pissed off at him because he was challenging the narrative, all right? And he basically said, fuck you, and he's now has got his own network, all right? They fired him, he said, fuck you. I mean, what do you think happens? If you challenge a narrative, whether it be mainstream media, Hollywood trades, or YouTube. Think about any channels, big channels. You will be chased out if you challenge them to tell the truth. All right? None of these channel owners, it doesn't matter what they do for a living, have ever sat there watching their boss, who is the majority leader of the U.S. House of Representatives, have to take on the minority leader and put her in the corner, like I have. Okay. You read the Hill newspaper, you read Roll Call, and you're starting to read the subtext going, they're fucking coming after us. All right? That's how you do it. It's subtext. None of these people have ever done that. Okay? They walk into a room, they sit down, watch the news, and think they know the truth. Now we have a whole subset of people who think the world is flat. It's true. We never went to the moon, and that 9/11 was the US government. All right, which is a whole nother goofball subset I can't even. Okay, US government is a lot of things. But the idea that it was George Bush's fault that 9/11 happened is ludicrous on steroids. Okay, fucking stupid. I was in DC at the time, fleeing for my life. Okay, what the US government did wrong, the way we handled Afghanistan, and invading Iraq. I don't give a shit if Saddam Hussein is still alive and running Iraq, or Uday or Qusay. I don't give a shit. All right? The reason why is because Iraq kept Iran at bay. Iran was too busy hating Saddam to worry about us. Now look, we've got Houthi Iran-backed rebels in Yemen attacking freighters, and the U.S. trying to stop them. It's because of fucking us going into Iraq. Okay, that is what I'm talking about. Okay, it's stuff like this. Okay, and it's stuff like this in the film industry. What people want when they make a movie is to make as much fucking money as they can. And to do that, they have to make the best movie they can. Okay, without politically correct gay fag shit. Okay, like Kennedy made. Okay. All right, that's all. That's what they're doing. Jon Favreau is a genius at filmmaking. But I get people coming in, I'll believe it when I see it. Nah. You know, and all the rest of that stupid shit. You know, you could tell him Kennedy has a no firing clause for a cause in her contract. That's the reply you get. Because Arrested Development, these guys have never gotten past the age of 15, and they have never worked in a place where things are said behind closed doors that are never said in public, where even when your boss is talking to you, what he's not saying is more important than what he is saying. Okay? All right? They didn't have Kathleen Kennedy make the announcement for Mando movie. They had Jon Favreau do it. Why? They had Dave Filoni do the Ahsoka season 2 development statement. Why? Who's not there saying, we're doing this? The big bitch. Okay, she say a fucking word. No, she's mentioned in the production thing. He will be producing and directing the movie alongside Kathleen Kennedy because that's what they're supposed to do. Okay? By rules. All right? Every bit of Hollywood is either a guild or a union. You've got the Screen Actors Guild. You've got the Writers Union. You've got the Producers Guild, the Directors Guild. They all have rules that the films have to follow, studios have to follow, and they've agreed to them. So, you know, I just go, do you guys not understand that? Or don't those facts fit into your pea-sized brain, your walnut-sized brain? Obviously, no. All right. And here's the thing, and I'll let you go because I gotta go and get ready for my day. I've got stuff to do around the house. This channel exists for the opposite of the big channels. And while I believe in free speech, you don't come here making a statement and then running away. All right, just don't do it. You don't come here acting like a 15-year-old, whining and ranting and complaining. All right, if I was a mom, I wouldn't put up with that shit from my 15-year-old. I don't put up with that shit from a 45-year-old man. Trust me. All right, if you are an adult and you're still acting like this shit, the door, okay? You know, a lot of people in this world, especially in the United States, have not lived life. Haven't had anything bad happen to them. And if they have, they don't know how to handle it. Okay? They spend too much time online. And they take everything that a fake investigative reporter says and a fake channel owner with a fake name and a fake voice say, and an insurance salesman say, as, you know, Andrew Breitbart or, you know, Brett Baird at, you know, Fox. You know, like they know what they're talking about. You know, when I see friends that are in Hollywood who would not put their reputations on the line for stupid shit, being chased off by channel owners because they were telling an opposite story from what the channel owners want to put out there, that's bullying. That pisses me off, and it will not happen here. Okay? It will not. Okay? And the people who have done that are not allowed to come here. All right? Now, I don't care if you disagree with me, but before you open up your wide open mouth that's not attached to your hummingbird-like brain, watch the whole fucking video. All right? And remember, the channel owners of these big channels have never, ever, ever spent any time in an executive meeting. They've never had anything that happened to them in office politics. And if they did, they probably got curb stomped. Okay? Again, Arrested Development. All right? I have high expectations for people. I don't do this for money. And I would like it to be appreciated by people. Understand that I do this because I love Star Wars. I love Indiana Jones. What Kathy Kennedy did was bullshit. The fact that Bob Iger would not renegotiate her contract to get rid of that no fire for cause clause is utterly, you've got to be shitting me. All right? And I have a tremendous amount of respect for George Lucas, for Steven Spielberg, for everybody that worked on those movies, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, and even Mark Hamill, even when he acts like a old hippie nudge, okay? All right? And what was done to Mark on the set of TLJ is fucked up. The fact of the matter is, I believe strongly Harrison Ford wanted to go. He didn't want to leave. I mean, you know, Larry Kasdan, the has-been, basically said in an interview, he expressed regrets for leaving so soon. You bet your sweet Bippy after what Mark told him happened on the set of The Last Jedi. Now, what I think, people like Rian Johnson, Pablo Hidalgo, Matt Martin, and these big channel owners that cry and rant and rave and act like babies, I'd like to put them all in a cage match. And whoever comes out, the rational adults can take them on. Okay? I don't care who comes out. That's what I wish. And the reason why is because neither side is good for the fandom at all. Neither side is good for the franchise. All right, and I'll give you something before I leave. There's supposedly AI concept art for the Ray movie. And I'm going to say this because I know how things work. It wouldn't surprise me if some black pill channel or somebody of that ilk put that stuff out there so they'd have something to talk about. Why? Manufactured drama is the only way money's made. All right. Well, I mean, Sci-Fi Universes is right. You know, if you're gonna attack a friend of mine and you come here and do it, because that happened today, you're gonna walk away with your ass spanked fire engine red by the time I'm done with you. Again, if I don't tolerate a 15-year-old crying and whining and complaining, I'm not gonna tolerate a 50-year-old, male or female, doing that. All right. Stop the bullshit. All right. And remember, these channels don't know what they're talking about. I think I have a pretty good concept of what's going on at Lucasfilm. You know, Sparrow's done an excellent job. You know, we've got Bluebird, Raven. I mean, when Raven shows up, you know, with the real stuff, it's like, holy shit. And there's a new one named Phoenix. Okay. You know, they talk to Kamran and then we get a scoop. All right. I mean, Kamran scooped everybody 48 hours before the news dropped that Disney was going to have a hiring freeze and start laying people off. That was last year, and they did. Okay. Anyway, I gotta go. I wanted to do a video because you know, if you're a newbie, rules are you don't start fights with your fellow subscribers. You don't bully or troll fellow subscribers. You don't start fights with me, and you don't bully or troll me. Okay. Watch the entire video if you can, because the questions you may ask are probably answered. Okay. This is a place for a real discernment of what's going on, not dramatic bullshit. Or again, I don't make money for doing this. Okay. Therefore, I don't have to worry about it. I don't need the money. All right. And in my opinion, the internet and this kind of thing is a very risky place because they can turn it off. Somebody drops a bomb, a hydrogen bomb over Nebraska, all the electronics go away. Your cars get fried. The internet's dead. Okay. All right. And you're going to risk your mortgage on that? Fine. Just remember that nothing on the internet is real. All right. And we're just here to converse and talk about the news and talk about what we can speculate from announcements and from inside sources. And there you go. Okay, that's it. That's all it is. Anyway, gotta rock. Steph, signing out. See you around the galaxy.